viewers, in today's episode of Beyond Pictures, we don't follow the road of fame or luxury. We walk through an old village path in Kerala, India, one that lead a young boy from a humble home to the skies. Our guest today is someone who stays humble despite his success. Instead, he lets his journey speak, a journey shaped by dreams, discipline, and deep family love. Dr. Jafarali Parol is a scientist, and his mind has touched the wings of fighter jets. But he didn't begin there. He began in Tiliparamba, a village in Kerala, India, with chalkboards, curiosity, and the belief of a father who saw potential. And because he believes stories shape more than just memories, today Dr. Jafar won't speak about titles. He will tell us about the beginnings. So dear viewers, let's begin, but right after this short break. Welcome back, dear viewers. We have with us our lovely guest, Dr. Jafarali Parol. Welcome to Beyond Pictures.
Thank you, Mariam. Thank you for inviting me for your program.
It's our pleasure to invite you and to be with us, Dr. Jafar. So let's kick starting.
Sure.
Let's start with your humble beginning. Let's say from a very small village in Kerala, India, and how did you progress?
Yes.
Your family and your life till you came here to Kuwait. So let's start with the small village.
Yes.
Yeah.
I come from the state Kerala. You already mentioned. There is a small town called Taliparamba. This is the northern part of the state of Kerala, and it's not a village, but let's call it as a small town.
Yeah.
So when you talk about my school days, that's we're talking about late 80s and mid of 90s. I completed in my high school in 1994. Back then, that most of the houses, we don't have, forget about the internet and the mobile phones.
No, that time we didn't have anything like
we don't even have a television in many of the houses.
Oh.
For schooling, we don't have even private schools around my neighborhood. So most of the people around us goes to a public school, and that's a very modest, very basic level school with minimum resources.
Yes.
So I recall my childhood days. One of the beauty which I always remember is the community around us. I remember around my house we had a very nice ground field, and that's I call as a multi-purpose ground. And it's a really multi-purpose ground.
You play, you race, you have your gatherings and celebrations, so it's functional.
Exactly, and every evening, maybe after say 4 o'clock, that's where our school time ends. Usually for us, our public school ends at 4 o'clock. So immediately after we get back home, the next destiny place is the ground.
Yes.
And in the ground, you will see from primary school students occupying one part of the ground to the high school students, teenagers and adults.
Yes.
And it is really a multi-purpose in terms of the people diversity. And people will be occupying and playing at different places, different games. Could be cricket, it could be football, and small children will be just racing around. And there is no physical boundaries around. So we all collaborate so well. And I remember sometimes the ball comes to our ground, and then when we pass to them, so it used to be really very nice.
It was nice and simple.
Yes. Yeah. And the other thing which I remember now, some of the traits which came, and actually these places are, I wouldn't take this just as a playground. It's actually just a community place where everybody come and do their role.
Yes.
And as I said, at some places you'll see that adults are gathering, just like a
Gathering around,
divaniya
yeah,
here.
yeah, it's like gathering around, surrounding
Exactly.
the ground floor or the play
Absolutely,
floor.
absolutely. I remember now during our childhood, one of the very important thing I fondly remember. We used to organize. We used to form clubs by ourselves. It's not like a Manchester United
No, it's
club.
like
And
we call it the neighborhood club.
exactly, and this is also a multi-purpose seasonal games. We start with cricket or football, it based on the season. And what's important is we used to organize practice matches with other neighborhood sports clubs, and
Yeah.
we also used to arrange our own internal tournaments.
Lovely.
So, and these are things we are becoming resourceful by ourselves. This is not directed by any adults.
No,
And
it's like
we'll
collective efforts.
exactly, and by ourselves. For example, if we want to buy a soccer ball, we all share each other
Bucket money.
pocket monies, and we buy ourselves whatever resources required to organize a tournament. We do ourselves. We have to collaborate with
Yes.
other clubs, and I think this actually inherently helping even today to become resourceful with whatever we have.
Exactly. So let's move to another subject. Your father's role
Yes.
in this community or in your life in particularly. How did he support you? As you said, it's a simple village. They were simple times. We had limited sources. Parents should be extremely supportive. How did your father manage to support you completely to become Dr. Jafar?
Thank you very much. I think thank you for bringing this point. As I said, around our neighborhood, it's academic. We are not an academically intense oriented people around us. And you know that mostly we get molded from either from our family or our society we live
Yes.
in, right? When I remember or most of my friends, they actually stop their studies after high school. Most of them go for work
Yes.
for high school, and most of the people in my neighborhood, I would not most, almost everyone, they run small businesses and shops for their living. And none of them I don't have any examples where there is somebody who developed who made their career out of a higher education.
Yes.
And but for me, my father was very clear, though he was actually a very successful business man at that time. And he said, and he did not allow us to go into business. And right from the childhood, his priority was education.
Yeah.
So he really molded us. And what is most important, I'll tell you, I was the first generation engineer in my family, not only in my family,
Wow.
in my neighborhood.
Wonderful.
And I don't know whether you know that in India, getting admission into an engineering or medical courses is highly competitive then. I remember in the entire state of Kerala, we had less than 1,000 seats for engineering. So we really have it to compete.
Yeah, the competition was savage.
Exactly, and I haven't seen anyone as an engineer around us.
Yeah.
And I was, as I said, my first generation engineer.
Yeah.
So it was not a person. It was not only a personal achievement, and it was an achievement for everyone for us. Yes.
Yeah.
And I think that is because my father and my mother and family, close family, they really had a high priority on this. Yes.
Well, most fathers from the old, let's say your father, my father, they have education as a priority. There is no plan B, there is no setback, there is no what they call it, the recess period. No, you finish high school, either you go to let's call it academy or university. You need to have an academic or educational degree. We're not gonna settle with the high school.
Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, I think that they really shaped us.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, Dr. Jafar, thank you very much for joining us on Beyond Pictures. Unfortunately, we ran out of time. So I hope to see you again, another episode. And once again, thank you.
Thank you very much. Hopefully, I can make it another time again. Thank you so
Sure,
much.
I'm going to make sure because I know that you have a lot of stories and you're going to share a lot of stories with us, and I really, really would like to hear them. My dear viewers, also thank you for joining us, and until next time, please enjoy your day.